What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy AyeeThatsAaron, and we are back at again with another Naruto Storm Connections video. And today we're going to be talking about the recent gameplay that we just received last week, and the main issue that I think is going to be when it comes to Storm Connections. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys enjoy this kind of content, please just let me know, because we can keep doing breakdowns on this channel all live long day. Without further ado, let's get into the video, shall we? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, like I said in the intro, last week we were able to get ourselves some more news regarding Naruto Storm Connections, and we got a lot of character gameplay. So they confirmed Kawaki's going to be in the game, and they confirmed that Boruto with the Karma Seal is going to be a whole separate character, which I think is pretty cool. I'm very happy that they did that. They also confirmed that my boy Jigen is going to be a DLC, correction, he's not going to be a DLC character. They confirmed that my boy Jigen is going to be a character in the game as well, and he looks really cool. My theory on that is that maybe we might get Ishiki as a whole separate character, while we have Jigen as, like, you know, just his own character, but we'll talk about that later. And then they showed us a little glimpse of Baramo Naruto's ultimate, some gameplay mechanics, and so on and so forth, which I think is pretty cool. Now, the main reason I want to make this video was because I saw a video from a very big anime YouTuber. His name is Globeku, and he discussed how he played Naruto Storm Connections at one of the recent game events. And I think that's really cool, because we're allowed to see, now we get to understand what is different about the game. So in his video, he basically says the following, right? I'm not going to have a, if you want to watch the video, go watch the video, but I'm going to just break it down real quickly in here. So basically the differences in the game is that the chakra regenerates automatically now, so we don't have to stand in place to recharge chakra. We can if we wanted to come back faster, but it recharges gradually and automatically over time, which I think is pretty cool. Number two, they got rid of tilts for the characters, which I thought was very interesting, but you're going to see the next reason for why I thought it was very interesting. Now, every character has two jutsus, and what it is the tilts they took away, they put as the second jutsu, which I think is kind of cool. I think that it does add more variety, but I'm going to dive into that in a little bit too. Next, there are going to be more guard. You can have guard breaks in the game like how it was in Storm 4. You know, on Storm 4, you press up on the D-pad. You're able to have 2 guard breaks per character. Well, they're infinite, but they are on a cooldown. And on top of that, their range is a little bit farther, which I think is very interesting. And finally, counters are now free. Now, what I'm saying by that is, in Storm 4, when you want to bust a counter on someone, all you have to do is hold the guard button and the X button, which will cause a counter. Now, the counter will take away from your chakra gauge, and then, you know, it'll take some time for your chakra bar to come back to where it was. That was the way it was able to work in Storm 4. Now, based off of how Globeku described it, the counters are free. Like, you could do it as much as you want, and it won't take away from your chakra bar like it did before. I'm very interested on how that's going to play out, but like I said, we're going to talk about that later. So the main thing that I want to talk about in the video, and this isn't even the main problem that I have with the game that I'm worried about yet. So I think it's interesting that they're taking away the tilts, and they're giving us 2 jutsus per character. So the thing about the 2 jutsus per character is, the second jutsu is going to be the tilt that was for the character, right? So the tilt that you had is going to now be a jutsu. And they took away chakra shuriken, so whenever you press the chakra button and the shuriken button, you're not going to get a chakra shuriken, you just get normal, basic, everyday shurikens. And that's how they're going to do the second jutsu. You just do you press the chakra button, and you press, you know, the shuriken button, which will be your second jutsu. Now, my only issue with that is, for the newer characters, they're obviously going to make jutsu that could go along with that to make it easier for them to be playable, right? I guess I should break that down, what I meant by that. So, for example, if you look at Kawaki's gameplay, you see that he busts 2 jutsus, right? One is the Karma Absorption Jutsu, and the other one's whenever he shoots out the little red beam from his hand, right? Those are his 2 jutsus. And I like that he's able to combo into those and do all that stuff. I think that's pretty clean. Whenever the newer characters are gonna be made for the new game mechanics and the game style. So they're gonna get good jutsus that go with the game. My only worry is older characters who have very trash tilts aren't gonna have good tilts to get themselves out of sticky situations, right? That's one of the issues that I have, or I guess that's what I'm worried about, right? So an example that I have to mind is my boy Kid Obito, for example. He has a fireball as a regular jutsu, but his tilt, which will be now his second jutsu, is he launches himself by like leaping forward with a kunai and like kicks someone in the air. It's nothing very interesting, honestly, if you want me to keep it stacked with you. And it's kind of just like, that's going to be his tilt? Like, okay. Another one, Reanimated Minato. Reanimated Minato, his tilt is whenever he puts the chakra, he puts the teleportation tag on your character, and then he's able to teleport behind you, stuff like that. Are they going to tweak that so it can be more better equipped for storm connections? Because, like, I mean, that could be combo potential, but at the same time, though, there's a lot of characters with better tilts that are just going to really dominate the meta. Like, the main characters that come to mind to me are Renegon users. A lot of Renegon users in Storm 4, their tilts are Almighty Push. And the fact that they have the Almighty Push, which negates a lot of stuff, they're already going to be S tier. They're going to be God tier characters, you know what I'm saying? Compared to other characters who don't really have that many things that are as spicy. Like Kid Sasuke, for example. He has a fireball, he has a Chidori, but his tilt is he just lunges forward and does a little kick, punch, knockback combo. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's nothing too crazy. And I kind of want to, I really want them, if they're gonna do the two whole jutsu thing, which, by the way, I think is a great idea. You know, hey, do it. I like it. If they're gonna do the whole two jutsus thing, I need them to revamp a good number of characters' tilts so they don't look like they are just outdated characters that can't keep up with the meta of the new characters, right? Because we already know Karma Seal, Boruto, Kawaki, Jigen, Ashura, Indra are going to be S tier characters because they're newer characters and they're built for storm connections, while the older model characters are kind of trash. I'm going to keep it a stack, y'all. Some of them are kind of trash. My guy's tilt is going to be a second jutsu. All he does is like hop in front of you, does a 1-2 kick, and boom. Like, it's trash, you know what I'm saying? And I want them to be able to tweak that so it doesn't feel like the outdated characters are just obsolete compared to the new characters. That's one of the things that I kind of want them to do when it comes to this game. Secondly, the guard breaks are on cooldown. We have infinite guard breaks. I don't really have a problem with that, actually. I like the way guard breaks are done in Storm 4 anyway, where it reduces the amount, like, so people will do the guard break and then do an ultimate, and it does little to no damage. Like, it does damage, but it doesn't do as much damage as it could have, and I'm okay with that, you know what I'm saying? And Gloku said that the range on it is going to be farther than what it was previously. I like that, you know what I'm saying, because now it's more punishable. The problem was whenever someone uses a guard break, you had a super small window, but now if you sub out the way and you dash them, you can be able to punish them easily, because it's just like, yo, like, you did something dumb, now for you to catch some hands, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's pretty cool. Now the counters being free, that's another thing that I want to talk about. So he said that in the counter, so in Storm 4, whenever you bust a counter, it pauses the character and then it pushes them back, right? Well, the thing about in Storm Connection is apparently whenever you bust a counter, it doesn't push them back. It makes them stay in the same place, which allows someone to open it up for a combo and stuff like that. Now, I'm not a big fan of that because, like, people are just going to spam that to be able to get themselves dummy combos. And I just don't like that. It was a real big problem in Storm 3. And because everyone just kept spamming it over and over and over again to pop ultimates, to get combos over and over. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so I don't like that. I'm not a big fan of that. I wish they would do something about that. And the fact that it doesn't take away from your chakra bar, there's literally no downsides to it. To my knowledge, there's no downsides to it. And I want them to reconsider that, or at least have some sort of downside so online doesn't feel annoying to play, basically. The main issue that I think is going to be a problem when it comes to Storm Connections, which I kind of already discussed at the beginning of the video, is newer characters versus older characters. So I'm realizing whenever you watch the gameplay of these newer characters, they are actually built easier for combos and ultimates to link together, right? It's easier for people to sub out and then bust an ultimate, or, you know, not sub out. It's easier for them to combo and leave someone in a staggered effect so you can be able to pop an ultimate, right? And that's kind of my issue with the game, because I feel like these newer characters are being set up so easily for this game to be badasses, while the older characters don't have a chance. Another example, for example, so Sasuke with the Rinnegan, right? When he does a combo, he does a universal pull in the combo. All you gotta do is jump and then restart your combo. It's basically an infinite. It won't end until you get your substitutions to get out of it, right? And that makes him a good character. That makes him a W character. But whenever it comes to characters, let's say like Tsunade, for example, Tsunade doesn't have no easy loops like that. Tsunade doesn't have combos that allow her to easily stack the opponent to then finish them off with her ultimate. And that's what I'm kind of getting at here. Boruto, Kawaki, Jigen, them characters, they look like they have it so easy for them to be able to combo an ultimate. Well, for other characters, you either have to, you know, quickly sidestep or time at the right time. Well, all these other characters, they just have a nice easy point to stop at the combos and bust the ultimate. I just think that if they're going to be able to do this right, a lot of characters will need to be revamped. I'm not a big fan of the fact that this game is coming out this year. I think they would have done better giving it probably a year and some change, maybe 2 years, because there's over 100-something characters in Storm 4 already. And the fact that they're going to be dropping DLC for this game afterwards is going to make me worried, because it's going to be like, man, any character after Storm 4 is going to be god tier. They're going to be untouchable because they're made for Storm connections. While the other characters are old, they don't have the movesets that can keep up with all that stuff. They don't even revamp the characters per game. They just take the characters from the previous game, slap them on a new game. That's it. They don't change no combos. They don't change no ultimates. They don't change anything. And so I think that's what my biggest problem is with Storm connections, and that's what I'm kind of worried about. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Are you guys excited for the game? What are you guys worried about? Let your boy Aaron know, man. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys enjoyed this content, please just let me know, man. We can do this again next time. And until next time, peace out.